If you're watching this video, it's because you're the proud owner and user of a
CineStill temperature control system,
or TCS-1000 for short. An amazing tool to have at your side when processing film at home.
But like most tools, proper care and maintenance are necessary to keep them working for the long haul.
Hi, I'm Alex.
I'm Michael.
I'm Arvin.
And in this video, we're going to give you some tips and tricks on how to care for your TCS-1000 so that you can continue to process film at home for years to come.
Unlike sous vide cookers, the TCS-1000 was designed with at-home film processing in mind and features a non-corroding PTC heating element and an intuitive, ready-to-use interface designed specifically for the most common photographic processes: C41, black and white, E6.
Meaning that in addition to using it in a traditional water bath, you can also insert your TCS-1000 directly into your chemistry to mix and heat up to the right processing temperature. If you want to learn how to use a TCS-1000 to mix and heat up your chemistry, you can watch our rundown video of the TCS-1000 at the link up here or at the description down below. With that said, let's get into caring for your TCS-1000.
Voltage. We now offer the TCS-1000 in a number of different voltages and power plugs. Aside from the standard 120 volt US plug, you can purchase a 220 volt TCS-1000 with a UK, EU, or AU plug. If you have to use the voltage transformer, ensure that it is able to output the correct specifications as listed by the TCS-1000. 1000 watts, 120 volts, 60 Hz for US, 1500 watts, 220 to 240 volts, 50 to 60 Hz for UK, EU, or AU plugs. Underpowering or overpowering the TCS-1000 could lead to damage that may void your warranty.
Cleaning after use. If you prefer using your TCS-1000 to directly mix or heat up your chemistry, meaning that it comes into direct contact with your photographic chemistry, you want to be careful to avoid accidental chemical cross-contamination that could lead to poor film processing outcomes. For example, if you mixed your CineStill CS41 negative Blix before your developer, you want to make sure to fully clean the TCS-1000 before mixing the developer. As our CS41 shows, it's totally fine for some developer to get into the Blix, as it does during the CS41 process itself, so you wouldn't have to clean the TCS-1000 if you mix the developer first. Chemical processes like our CineStill CS6 creative slide for color positive film are very sensitive to cross-contamination and would require you to thoroughly clean the TCS-1000 before placing it in contact with the next chemical when mixing. If you're not sure whether one chemical in the process you're using will contaminate the other, consult the instruction manual and consider erring on the side of caution. When in doubt, clean it out. To clean your TCS-1000, begin by unplugging the device and removing the black silicone sleeve, rinsing it and the outside of the stainless steel housing under running water. It's important that you do not wet the head of the unit, as water intrusion into the electronics located in the head can cause damage. After surface rinsing, you want to clean the inside of the TCS-1000. The easiest way to do this is to allow the unit to circulate at least 2 pitchers of clean water. Around 600 to 700 milliliters of water should place the water line between the min and max lines, with most 1000 millimeter chemical mixing pitchers.
Descaling. One of the things that can cause issues over time is buildup of calcium carbonate or limescale on the sensors inside the TCS-1000. Regular descaling should be done once a month or more frequently if you're located in a region with particularly hard water that's full of minerals. To descale your TCS-1000, place it into a mixing pitcher with enough water to reach max level indicated on the unit. Set the temperature to 70 degrees Celsius or 158 degrees Fahrenheit. Add 5 grams of citric acid powder per liter of water used. Once you've reached the target temperature, allow the unit to circulate for 20 minutes. Then turn it off and unplug it. Once the TCS-1000 is cool, rinse the bottom in cold water and dry it fully before storing it.
Drying. Drying your TCS-1000 completely and correctly before storing it away will help to avoid any electrical issues that could arise from moisture accumulating in the head of the unit. To dry, simply place your TCS-1000 upright on a flat surface and leave it to dry overnight. Never dry your TCS-1000 on its side or with the head tilted down, as this may cause moisture to get into the electrical components. Well, there you have it, folks. A few tips and tricks that will help your TCS-1000 live a long and fruitful life, helping you process your film at home.
If you don't have a TCS-1000 and are looking to purchase one, you can do so at cinestillfilm.com or your local CineStill dealer.
The US plug version also comes included in our CineStill JOBO Duo film processing kit.
If you have any questions about your TCS-1000 or any of the products we make, please reach out to us at support@cinestillfilm.com. Once again, I'm Arvin.
I'm Michael.
I'm Alex.
Thanks to Michael and Alex on joining me in this video. Glad to have you here. Like and subscribe down below, and we'll see you on the next one.